The contract details page for a contract contains a wealth of information and features about the contract. Each contract record provides a panel of summary information about the contract and the other party to the contract. There are also 5 tabs of additional features and information: documents, requirements, alerts, tasks, and notes. In the summary panel, there are 3 sections of information. The group on the left includes information about the other party, including a link to the party record showing more detail about the organization. The middle group of information shows key dates and any financial data points. The group on the right contains internal organizational information like the legal entity on your side that entered the contract, the responsible department or departments, any tags, and notes. Lextree automatically hides fields that do not contain data. So if your record, for example, does not have any departments, then the departments field will not display. If you later edit the record to add departments, then the departments field will show. Documents. A contract record contains all of the documents related to the contract, including the original agreement and any schedule, exhibit, or amendment. To add a document, select the Add button on the Documents tab of the contract record. To edit the details about a document, select the link to the title. To view the document itself, select the document link in the File or Link columns. Lextree will display the file provided that your browser is set to display that document file type. Otherwise, Lextree will provide a link to download the file to open it with a native application. Your browser's ability to display documents depends on security settings, the browser, operating system, and other browser extensions. Requirements. Requirements allow you to manage contract details with as much precision as you want. You can, for example, track external compliance obligations or store specific provisions like change of control that matter to you. Requirement types. To add a requirement, select the Add button on the Requirements tab. The available requirements type options come from Settings and then Lookups and Fields and requirement types available to admin users. Requirement dates. At the Requirement Date field, you have 3 choices. 1. No date means that there is no alert for this requirement, but it is an obligation you want to track. Change of control and indemnification provisions frequently are worthy of tracking, but have no due date that is unrelated to the contract. 2. Yes, enter a date. Allows you to set an absolute due date for any date you want. The requirement date is separate from the contract. 3. Yes, link to a contract date. Allows you to set a relative due date that is tied either to a contract date or to a document date. Lextree will prompt you to select the contract date and the document date. Requirement alerts. If you set an absolute or relative due date for the requirement, you can set an alert for the requirement. Select the Send Alert checkbox to access the alert options. Alerts. The Alerts tab on the contract record pull together all of the alerts for the contract in focus, regardless of source. Alerts can be set for the contract, any document, and any requirement. Tasks. From the contract record, you can initiate 2 types of tasks, a single action task or a task workflow. Tasks are available to Business and Enterprise Edition subscribers. To assign a new task to one or more users, select the Assign button on the Tasks tab for a contract record. At the contract document request, choose No to assign a single task rather than starting a task workflow. Provide a brief description in the task field. We recommend an active verb describing the action and an object of the action. For example, send new certificate of insurance, review contract before auto renewal, and review related contracts. Assign the task to one or more users. Simply click in the Assign To field to see a list of available names. Choose the name of the person to add. Repeat the process to add more names. In the Completions Required field, indicate whether only one of the assignees needs to complete the task or whether all of them must complete it. Schedule the due date in the Due field. Add any notes to the task for more background or context. You can optionally attach a document to the task by selecting the Include Document checkbox. Select Submit to save the task. Assignees will receive an email notifying them about the new task. They will also receive a weekly digest of their tasks if they choose that option in their user profiles.